Nick Baldwin for SevereMMA here with the UFC heavyweight fighter Junior Albini, who takes on Maurice Greene this Saturday night here in Minneapolis at UFC Minneapolis. It's Junior Albini. Junior, appreciate the time. You live in Brazil, of course, so a bit of a longer flight. How was the travel up here? You've done it before. I'm sure you'll do it again, but is it okay or still a bit of a nuisance?
No, it's a little bit weird for me because I'm big, right? And the seats of the plane are not so good. But I have a good flight, I have a good night of sleep. So right now I'm feeling perfect, right?
Okay. I guess that's not something I never really thought about. But as a heavyweight, you do have a bit of an issue flying. I mean, do you like flying, or again,
No.
as you said, no?
No, I hate flying. I hate driving car. When it's far away. So I hate flying. I hate it.
Would you prefer if all your fights were in Brazil, so it was at least fairly close?
Yeah, sure, for sure, yeah.
So
That's why I asked my manager Alex for fighting Brazil. My couple last fights, it's better for me. It's much closer. But in the last fight, I was in Florida, right, in the American Top Team, so I have to travel anyway. But for me, it's way better to fight in Brazil because it's closer.
Did you do your camp for this fight at ATT as well?
No, I didn't because my son was born, so I couldn't leave my. I have another daughter already, so I couldn't leave home. So I stayed back home. And in my city, in Curitiba, there's a lot of Muay Thai guys, so Maurice Greene is a striker, so it fits.
So you have lost a few in a row. What do you feel after a win, a big win over Tim Johnson in your debut a couple years ago? What do you think has gone wrong over the past few fights?
To be honest, against Tim Johnson, I know he was a very durable guy. I know I wasn't going to finish him quick, so I was ready for do the 3 rounds. And against Arlovski, Olenik, and even Jairzinho, I really thought that I was going to finish them in the first round, so I get really anxious and did some mistakes, Against Olenik, I was dominating him in standing, so I did a stupid mistake of putting him on the ground on his stroke. And Jairzinho, I attempted a sloppy takedown, so I got caught. So I'm trying to focus on the 3 rounds, not going just there to finish quick.
So that's the biggest change. You feel like now you'll be able to be more comfortable maybe the 3rd round if it goes a bit longer.
Yeah, I think so. I think I have a good cardio, to do the 3 rounds. I'm ready to use it because I had a lot of boxing fights and those fights, so I'm very comfortable when I'm fighting. So I don't need to rush it, to raise my adrenaline to finish the guy. That's why we're wearing me out a little bit, and doing some mistakes.
Have you made any changes as far as where you're training in Brazil or who you're training with, or is it just a matter of tightening up those holes in your game?
No, yeah, it was just a matter of tightening those holes. I really believe in myself. I know a lot of respect to Maurice Greene. He's a good fighter, very durable. He's got heart, but I'm knowing better than him standing. So I just need to keep focus on the 3 rounds, and don't get anxious to finish the fight.
Now, a lot of fighters will get released from the promotion with three straight losses. Why do you think they have kept you around and are giving you another chance?
Really, being honest, I really thought that I was going to be cut after my loss to Jairzinho. But if you see like the couple last fights against Olenik and Jairzinho, I was winning good before getting caught. So maybe UFC saw this, like a potential and made a bet on me,
Okay. You're taking on Maurice Greene, as I said off the top. What do you see in him? What are some challenges in the fight you see ahead of the fight, and where do you feel like you're better?
I think the biggest challenge is his reach. He's taller. He wasn't one of the tallest guy in the division, so I have to be smart, be a lot of head movement, because it's much easier for him to reach me. So I think that the better way is to be inside him, don't let him work his distance. He likes to kick, he likes to do push kicks. So it's a good matchup for me, but I have to be always, since the beginning, put the pressure on him, don't let him work his stance. He's not a big puncher, like Ngannou, he's fighting on this card too, but he's more a volume puncher, and this kind of stuff, he's gonna keep pointing, so I cannot let him do those stuff.
And do you plan on mixing him some takedowns as well, sort of to get rid of his reach advantage?
Not really.
Okay.
I really think that I can reach him in standing because I'm probably faster than him. I just can let him set up his gameplay. I have to put pressure and don't let him, see where I am and start to make his setups punches.
Okay, I'm curious. Just the main event as a heavyweight yourself is Junior Dos Santos and Francis Ngannou. What do you make of it? Who do you? I mean, do you have a pick? Do you favor anyone in the fight? What do you think about this main event in Minneapolis?
I hope Cigano wins. I like him. You know, I was in TT. He's a very good guy. But Ngannou is dangerous. He can knock out anyone in the world. So Cigano has to be very, very cautious on standing. But technically, I think Cigano is the better fighter. But with the power and then everything, Ngannou is much more. I think he's the biggest one in the division. So it's a tough fight, but I'm favoring Cigano a little bit.
Okay, I'm curious. A couple years ago, after the win over Tim Johnson, you spoke about how you wanted to, with the win, with I believe you got a bonus. With more money than you've been making in your MMA career prior to the UFC, you wanted to buy your daughter her first toy. You talked about a lot about your family. How throughout these 2 years in the UFC, how has your life changed?
Yeah, my life changed completely. I'm very grateful for the UFC. You know, right now I have everything I wanted. I am able to provide my daughter. Right now I have some kind of sponsors that help me a little bit to keep it. So I'm very thankful for the UFC. Right now I can only do fighting, you know, and very grateful for life, for everything. If you see my room right now, it's full of toys for my daughter. I have my son right now. So for me it is a pleasure to be able to give her and him right now everything they want.
Is your family here with you?
No, they don't. No,
Okay.
no.
Do you?
I wish, but maybe next time in Brazil I'm gonna make them come with me.
Would you like to have your family there with you during fight week?
Oh yeah, for sure. Usually in the beginning I didn't like it, but right now I'm missing them a lot, you know. So I think it would be better if you have them with me.
Okay, Junior, thank you so much for the time. I appreciate it, and best of luck to you on Saturday.
Thank you, Nick.